Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm a 30-year pro makeup artist. I'm the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. Have you checked out that intro video? Go click the link and go watch the intro video to my masterclass. Do you need it? Let me know in comments if you are a student of the masterclass. I'd love to hear from you, and others would love to hear it as well. We're gonna be real quick today. I'm even gonna use a stopwatch. Let me get this set up on my phone. Now, in order for me to do my makeup quickly, it's going to require me not talking a lot. So then when my makeup's done, then I can go in and finesse and play and we can talk more. But here we go. I'm gonna get all my brushes ready. And okay, we are ready to go. We are gonna do 5-minute makeup. It literally is only 5 minutes. Might be 3, but let's just say 5. I think 5 is reasonable. Would you say that 5 is reasonable? And we are going to do this real quick. And the reason why I love this makeup so much is because when I wear it, I feel so beautiful. And I want you to feel that way too. I'll catch myself in the mirror, like right outside my doors here is my entryway, and sometimes there's a mirror and I just look so glowy and healthy, or if I'm upstairs, or if I'm in the car, or if I'm in a store and I catch a reflection of myself, I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. And that would be Seint makeup. Now, maybe you've seen it, maybe you used it years ago. I will tell you that it really helps to have a mature woman helping you if you're mature, because I will put you into deeper colors. These colors go on a lot lighter than they look. For instance, this is Candlelit. And you can see it right there. It goes on lighter than it looks. So we have to go a little bit deeper as mature women. Also, when we go deeper, it also shows less facial hair, less pores, less texture. So this is why we go a little bit deeper as mature women. But you will have a beautiful glow with this makeup. And even if you're oily skin, and I have a lot of oily skin customers, even if you're oily skin, you're still gonna have a beautiful glow. Now, you can still powder really well over it, but you're gonna have a healthy glow. People are gonna ask you what you're doing differently. They're gonna ask you if you've been to a facialist, or are you trying a new skincare? I'm not kidding you. It really is that good. Okay, so here we go. I am gonna get started. I'm gonna start my stopwatch. And let's see how fast we can do this. Just like a kind of a polish but out the door makeup. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm not doing bronzer today. We could do bronzer, but I do that a lot. Going into fall, I want to do more of a contour. And so the contour is going to go on our cheekbone, but just like right below it. So you can see my natural shadow right here. We're kind of above the shadow. You kind of want to feel the bone, because we don't want to go too low. If we go too low, we're really going to hollow ourselves out. But what this does is it just creates some really nice dimension to the face. Okay, there we go. A little bit, right? A little deeper on that side than this side, but that's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you a few troubleshooting questions also in the end, so stay tuned for some troubleshooting questions. And then I'm going to go up into my hairline. Now, you don't have to do this. If you have a shorter forehead, you might just want to take this out to the sides or like the diagonal part of your forehead, but for me, I go to the top of my forehead because I have a 5 head, and then you have to kind of push it into that hairline. You can also do a little bit on the nose, but again, this is quick out the door makeup, so we're not going real crazy with this. And then sometimes whatever is just left on the brush, I'll take it down the chin and on the jawline, but you can't see anything. We're not going for heavy there. Now I'm going to take a blush, and the reason I'm going with a really bright, crazy color is because when it's all blended, it's not look bright and crazy. Okay, so there we go. See, we're going above it. So we see the contour there, this is above it. Now the blush you can bring into the face a little bit more, but the contour, you never want to take it past the corner of your eye. We don't want to hollow out ourselves. And if you do have a hollowed cheek, you do not want to use contour, just use bronzer. And I do tons of videos with bronzer, okay? And then I'm just gonna kind of fan this out or buff it a little bit. A little on the nose, a little up here, because when we go in the sun, we do get a little bit of color on the tops of our forehead, okay? I like a little bit in the outer crease of the eye, the outer brow bone, just for a cohesive look. I also forgot to take this part of my brush, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of dimension to my eye. So I'm going back in with the contour color, or you could use bronzer. And listen, this all applies. If you don't have Seint, you can still do all of this if you have a cream-based makeup. This is a little bit more underpainting. Mary Phillips is a well-known, really respected makeup artist. She does a lot of celebrities and, you know, magazine covers. She's a beautiful makeup artist, and she's known for this kind of soft underpainting look, but then she blends everything. She's wildly popular on Instagram and TikTok, Mary Phillips. Well, she just came out with a palette of how to underpaint your face, and I thought, well, I can do that with Seint. I don't need her palette. I'm sure it's beautiful. I don't doubt that it's beautiful, but I can do Seint. And with Seint, this is all customizable. Where with her palette, you're just getting the same color for everybody. Okay, now we're gonna go in, we're at 3 minutes, we're gonna go in with our main color. I'm using Athens, a little bit down the center of the face, a little down the center of the nose, a little bit above the eyebrow and into the forehead, a little bit on those inner cheeks, definitely the upper lip, definitely the chin. I don't know about you, but I get real discolored on my chin. And then I think I'm gonna take my lighter color Candlelit and go a little bit lighter on the jawline. A lot of us have a lighter jawline, and it's okay to go lighter there because you're not gonna see it. It's not gonna show a lot of texture or wrinkles. And now we just see how I'm going back in now with the main foundation color, and I'm just letting the brush kind of blend and do the work, okay? I'm gonna fix my eyebrows afterwards, but again, we're just trying, oh, definitely get the temples. I don't know about you, but I got massive veins in my temples that I like to hide. Okay, once I have that foundation blended in, now I can go in with this brush and just kind of blend lightly over the concealer, the contour and the blush. Just lightly blend over it. And then there we go, 5 minutes, boom. Look at that. Okay, love it. I love it. I feel super, super polished. Now you can always take a little bit what's left on the brush. You can always add a little more color if you want, but by putting the color on kind of bright and then taking your foundation brush and lightly tapping over it, you know what that does? It makes the blush look like it's coming from underneath the skin, like it's just part of your natural flush. Okay, I'm missing a brush. Here it is. Forgot to do under eyes real quick. I am gonna go in with a little peach. If you have lighter under eyes like me, and trust me, I'm deeper in person than I look on camera. The light just kind of helps fade the darkness, but I'm definitely kind of a purpley blue gray under my inner eyes. Right under here, I just am. I think a lot of you are. But if you're deeper than me, you have to have deeper than this peach. You have to go deeper. And I have a whole video for my clients that I can send on how to do the color correctors. fact, it's older. I should probably make a new version because it's an older video and I use some colors that we no longer make and it makes me so sad. Okay, and now I'm doing the lighter peach, just kind of all around it. You can even take a little on the nose. And there we go. Now, my lips have been marinating, so I really want to get a nice liner on them. I'm going to do Cool Spice by MAC Cosmetics. I love Cool Spice. It's a lot like the Mob Beauty 1990, which is still in my purse. I need to go grab it. But I love this nude. Okay, look at that. So, y'all, I mean, I didn't even do my Vaseline trick today. I'm in such a hurry, I did not do my Vaseline trick. If you don't know what my Vaseline trick is, ask in comments. What's the Vaseline trick? You're not going to believe how good it is. We love Vaseline here at my channel. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the pink that's on my lips and just very, very lightly do a very, very sheer version of it. Okay, I need my Diamonds Are Forever lip balm. It's pretty much what I use 90% of my life on my lips. It's just so beautiful. And then I'm going to do powder. We're gonna end with powder, just a little bit, not a lot. Now for you oily gals, you can definitely go ham with powder, but I'm just gonna do the tiniest bit where I have pores, because our powder, it's called Feather Blot, it blurs. It's a blurring powder, so it's gonna blur your pores. And so I'm just putting it where I have pores, okay? Concentrated where I have pores, and then I can always take a big brush and get the sides of my face so that my hair doesn't stick to me, because that drives me insane. When I feel hair sticking to me, it's like you might as well just put ants all over me, okay? So there you go. I love it. I love this look. The whole look took under, look, this is 9 minutes, and that's with me talking, and I even had to stop the camera, and I didn't stop the time, I just kept going. Now, if I want to go in and finesse a little bit, I can take a little bit of this velvet contour. It's so pretty on the eyes, and it just creates this kind of smokiness that's really soft. I just love it. It's a little bit more of a wax than a cream. It feels a little more waxy, and I find it doesn't budge. I love velvet. It used to be NV+1, so if you ever wore NV+1 a long time ago, that's what it is. And then what's ever left on the brush, I might take a little bit into the lower outer eye. So there we go. Okay, let's see how it looks close up. That's what really matters. We're the Look Good Close Up Club here. That's what really matters. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely so pretty. Like, I would be close up in anybody's face, and I'm telling you right now, I feel beautiful. And for me to not wear, oops, for me to not wear bronzer, such a bronzer girl, but lately with my silver growing in, I've really liked ash contour. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing ash contour. I really like it a lot. And then I'm even gonna take a little bit, this little brush, if you don't have this, is this the definer? I don't know, because we don't label our brushes. That's something I really wish we did. But you can put in the tiniest little hairs. I just love it. And I have darker brow hair, and this is perfect because most brow hair, I don't know how well you know this, but most brow hair in the world is dark brown or black. Now some of you not. Some of you have true blonde hair or softer, but most people in the world have brown or black hairs, and I learned that from a brow specialist. She's a brow specialist, and she says, I mean, that's all she does for a living, and she says most people in the world, their brow hair is dark brown or black. And so I was like, you know what? I love velvet for my eyeliner. What if I tried it one day for my brows? And you know what? I loved it. I have our brow wax on too. I know I never use our brow wax, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it for kicks and giggles. I was looking for blush. I thought, you know, I use this Dahlia pink blush a lot. So I was kind of looking for like a fun new blush. And you know what? A lot of my blushes are getting just dried out because I've maybe had them for 2 or 3 years. Unfortunately with Seint, because it's a cream and a wax, you probably want to, you know, try to use it up within a year or 2 at the most. And sorry, my nose is running a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Would you get a free color match? I can make you your own personalized compact. We can do a foundation, a contour or bronzer, a blush, and then 2 color correctors depending on your under eye. Everyone's under eye is different, and it works out to like drugstore prices, because nowadays drugstore, it's really hiked up, like significantly high. And look how easy this is to travel with. This with the mascara and a couple brushes. Are you kidding me? So easy. I love that. I love that. Okay, I said I was gonna finesse in the end, so I did want to try this blush. This is a more neutral blush because not everyone likes pink. And look, we're just kind of tapping it, and you can even layer too, because look at this. This is the nude layered over that Dahlia pink and the contour. So it's almost kind of marrying the two together. Isn't that fun? I really like that. It's just kind of marrying the two together. Whatever's left, we'll take it up here. And then, hear me out, we could even take a little bit out here. Oh my gosh. I love it. I just love this. It's so easy. It's so pretty. It's great. I love it. Okay, couple things. Troubleshooting. So someone said in an email today, they said, hey, some of my pans, sorry, some of their pans, they know the trick. You can like hit it with a blow dryer for a few seconds and it softens it up, and then you can use it because, you know, they're wax, so they do get drier and harder to pick up over time, not initially at first. She said they were fine in the beginning, now they're getting more hard, it's harder to pick up products, so I'm doing the blow dryer trick, it's not really working. Here's what happens. Let's say you've had a color for a year. Think about every single time you dip into that and go to your face and then dip back in, you're putting oils from your face, maybe some skincare from your face, you're putting it back into the product. So what I like to do is I like to take a paper towel, not a tissue, a paper towel. See how this has a lot of texture? This might be like a brawny or something with a lot of texture. And I can already see my blush right here is getting kind of a weird dark quality to it. And so I'm literally gonna go over the top. Are we wasting a little bit of product? Yes, trace amounts, little bit, a little bit, but you have to get that little crust off the top that has just formed over time. And now that is good to go. That is nice and soft again. Then after you take that little film off, you can also go back in and hit it for a couple seconds with a blow dryer, but I won't need to. Like, that really picked up. Let's see if we can do it to Ash, because oh yeah, this is Bounty. Ash was getting a little harder to pick up. So I just take off the top layer. That's it. Look at that. Look at how easy that picked up. Okay, so sometimes you just have to do that, and I know it's not great because you do have to waste a little tiny bit of product, but I mean, I've had to do that with other brands too. It's not just a Seint thing. I'm even going to go over my color correctors. I'm seeing that they're getting like some lint and they're getting a little bit dirty, and so I'm going to make that nice and creamy again. And then I'm going to go over the lighter color, the lighter peach, and I'm going to go over it with a paper towel, and I'm telling you, it's like new. Look at how creamy that is. That's like new all over again. I'm gonna go, oops, a little bit on my nose, maybe a little bit on the brow bone. So cute. I love it. I love it. I feel beautiful. I feel beautiful close up. I look like I have gorgeous eye makeup on, because we're not putting like layers and layers of dry eyeshadow, which can make us look more crepey. This is a cream, and so it just makes everything look soft and creamy. It's amazing. Okay, so get your free color match. It's always in the description. Click on that and go over there. It's totally free, and even if you're, you know, coming back to Seint after not using it for many years, or maybe you just had a different artist and they left the company, or you're not really happy, maybe they're too young for you, I'm always here to help. Now, speaking of, I did have a friend today, like a social media friend, and she was asking, she needed a new blush. She was running out of blush. She needed a new blush. I said, oh girl, get the Dahlia. It's so pretty. You can always put foundation over it if you think it's going a little bit too bright. And she's like, oh, I'm so excited. So she came back a few minutes later and she's like, ordered, exclamation point. Well, I just happened to be in my back office today because I had to look up something for a customer, and I noticed that my friend's name wasn't in there anywhere. I think there were 5 new orders in today, and her name was not there. And I'm like, this seems to be happening a lot to me, where people will tell me they ordered from me and there's no order. So I just want you to know, please, 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 it's so important to see your artist's name at the top of the shopping cart. It should say, you know, you're shopping with, and it should tell you who your affiliate is. We're affiliates now. We're not even artists anymore. But that would mean the world. I mean, we're all supporting our families. We're all working so hard. I know you care about who credit goes to. And, you know, when it's time to troubleshoot, or, you know, if you're emailing me with problems, I'm happy to help, but I'm happy to help my customers. If you think you're ordering from me, but you're ordering from an artist from long ago, then you're not my customer because you're with someone else. So I would just ask that you be very mindful of whose name is at the top of your shopping cart. You can always ask Seint to switch. It's a simple email. You just simply ask them, hey, can you close my account? I want to open a new one with someone else. They do it every time. They don't ask you questions. They don't ask you like, what's the problem with your artist? They don't care. They know people do this all the time. So I wanted to mention that. And then I wanted to mention this about how you can make your Seint new again. And then when I did go in and I was looking for some new blush, where are my blushes? Did I bring them? Oh, hold on, let me go get it. Again, I was looking for nude. I really wanted nude on today, which I have on, and it's so pretty. But these are all my blushes. Of course, I had to throw a lot out because we discontinued a lot of colors. So these are the colors that we currently do have in Seint. And a lot of them are just looking really dry. They're looking really dry. So I might have to place a little order. If you feel like you did my trick that I told you with the paper towel and you feel like that's not really cutting it, it might just be time for a new color. And this is a good time to go through your Seint stash and see what's working and what's not. You know, if it's older, like older than a year or two, it's okay to throw it out. It's totally okay. And you know, maybe you could give it to someone in your family or a good friend if you used it only a couple times. But it is okay to get rid of it if it's over a year or two old, just because they just get old. They just do. They just get old over time. Also, we're going to be going into the fall, so I know a lot of you will be coming to me for lighter colors, so I'm totally geared up and ready for that. I'm so excited. But I just had to show how basically you can do this whole look in easily under 10 minutes, but I did it, I would say pretty easily in 5, especially if I just zip it and don't talk, okay? Lastly, prayers please for my daughter. We take her to college in the morning. Y'all, she's my only one. She's my only kid, and it's gonna be really hard, but it's hard on her too, because my life is gonna look the same around here. I just won't have her in it every day, but her life is gonna be completely polar opposite, completely brand new life. And she is excited, but she's mourning or grieving her life here. And she's grieving leaving Tate, she's grieving leaving our family. Very emotional time. So we go tomorrow. Please keep us in prayer. Keep my mommy heart in prayer, but keep Gracie in prayer. It would mean the world to me. Also, my friend Kara is back in the hospital. She went into ER late last night. This is her 3rd round of chemo, and we really were hoping for a good week, and she spiked a high fever and she's right back in the hospital. So that's 3 weeks in a row. Right after chemo, she goes right into the hospital. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've been through chemo, because we don't know what to think. This didn't happen to my mom. I have other friends online who are going through cancer. Some weeks chemo kicks them in the teeth really hard, but then they bounce back and they do life, and they run their kids to carpool, and some of them go back to work in a limited capacity, and she just can't do anything. It's been 6 weeks of 0 work. So keep her in prayer. Her son's there with her. Normally I would be at the hospital with them, but I've got to get this kid packed and ready to go. And then I got to take Tate to boarding, because you know you can't leave him home alone for a long day. So it's been a lot going on. Oh, and then her college took 2 payments from us. I'm not going to go into it, but let's just say they were only supposed to take 1 payment and then 2 more payments in the fall. We were doing deferred, and instead they took it all. So let's just say she's not the only one that's going to be living like a college student the next few months, until the busyness of fall starts back up and brands want to hire me for campaigns and more people are buying makeup for Seint. Until that happens, I'm living like a college student. I am not kidding you. So there's just a lot going on today. I could really use everyone's prayer, and it means the world to me. Anyway, I have something exciting to show you. I got the Dr. Pin. Okay, I got the Dr. Pin, and I was gonna do it tonight, and I'm like, what if I get bloody? That's not fair to Gracie to have a scabby, bloody face on her mom tomorrow. So I've decided to do this on Friday. I think Friday's gonna be a hard day because it's my first day alone without her, and my husband goes to work, and I like being alone, I really do, but it's gonna be odd. And so I'm gonna, I think, microneedle my face on Friday, but that will be posted Saturday morning. So get ready for your comments, get ready for questions. But definitely tune in Saturday morning. Even if you don't want to microneedle your own face, it might be worth a watch. And I do have some warnings, and I do have some very specific steps you have to take, but I'm literally doing this on camera for the very first time. And I know that might seem stupid, but I'm gonna do it in 12 steps, and I've written them all down, and I'm gonna film one step at a time and then cut the camera, just so I can be very mindful about each step and how I'm doing it. And I want to show you what the pain feels like in real life, and I will be using numbing cream, but I do want you to see the doctor pen this Saturday, okay? I'm really excited about it. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for your prayers. I love you, God loves you, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye for now.